Good morning, and thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. Let me take a moment and wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day. Now, what's the one thing we can do to improve all our relationships, whether it be at home or in business? The one thing to improve is our communication. The breakdown in communication is usually the thing that takes couples down or an entire organization down. Mastering your communication can take relationships and organizations to the next level. I'm going to share 5 ways to master your communication. The number one, especially in business, is we need to understand behaviors. We need to use behavioral assessments. One I use is the DISC. There's 4 behaviors. Each behavior is different. They want to be communicated to in their style, not ours. Hot D's are very direct people. They're task-oriented. They don't want to fluff around with stories. They want to get to the point. So when we're talking to a D, we need to get to the point in our communication. I's are influencing. They're more friendly. They're people persons. They want to talk about different things. They want to establish rapport. So we really need to be complimentary to a high I and also be friendly in addition to telling them what needs to be done. S's are reserved. They're steady. They like structure. They don't like confrontation. So immediately we slow down our speed and our tonality to talk to a high S. And C's are all about task. They're analytical. Think of a CPA, all about numbers, statistics, data, structure, perfection. So prepared for a C to be analytical in the conversation and be prepared to be on your A game to answer those questions. So once you get familiar with how to adjust your behavior and your speaking and your communication to those 4 different styles, you'll be much better off and create a win-win for everybody. Number 2, the VAC. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Visual, what you see. Auditory, what you hear. Kinesthetic, what you feel. There's one big thing we all need to understand in communication in this, and that's auditory. Only 20% of people are auditory, which means if you're a leader of an organization and you're having a meeting with 10 people in your room on a Monday, and you tell all 10 of them what you need by Friday. However, you don't ask them to repeat it back. You don't ask them to write it down. You don't ask them, okay, what exactly are we going to have on Friday when we sit down again? If you don't do that on Friday, if only 20% are auditory, which means only 20% are truly listening, how many are going to have that done on Friday? Yes, 2 out of 10. Not knowing that statistic, how much frustration, aggravation does that create in an organization? You as a leader asking people for something, and then all of a sudden they don't deliver, and you're thinking, do they not have ownership? Do they not take accountability? Are they not listening? Understanding that 8 out of 10 people are not auditory, and they're actually not listening. So what's a better way? Ask them to repeat it back. What action steps are you going to take? Now repeat back exactly what we're going to have done by Friday. Perfect. Have a great week. Number 3, be present. Be present. Very simple. How many conversations have you had that you were thinking about what you had to do next? We've all done it. If you're a leader of an organization and you're giving instructions to somebody on your team, but you're in a rush and you're thinking about something else, what you have to do next and where you just came from, they're not going to get the proper information because you actually weren't present in the conversation. We spend so much time going back again and again and again telling people the same things because we just weren't present in the conversation the first time. Number 4, it's just a conversation. So many people get wrapped up about speaking to different people about certain things because they already have a story in their head of how they might react or what's going to happen. So we create sabotage before we even start. It's just a conversation. It's two people sitting down having a conversation. And how do we take number 4 and take it to the next level? Number 5, ask permission. Is it okay if I speak freely? Is it okay if I ask you a question? Always ask for permission when you're in a conversation, and by asking permission and getting them to say yes, it takes the guard down, it opens up the conversation. They're now open to receive what you have. So there's 5 ways to increase your communication, because let me tell you, in business, this is something we need to master, because if we don't, it's going to cost us stress, time, energy, and money, and that's something we all can't afford. So master your behavioral assessments, understand different behaviors, shift accordingly, understand that 8 out of 10 people really aren't listening because they're not auditory. Number 3, be present in the conversation you're having. Number 4, understand it's just a conversation. And number 5, always ask permission to speak freely. Hope this has been valuable. Hope this helps you with your communication. If you need any assistance, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to come into your organization and take you to a whole new level of education and communication. Aside from that, I want to thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. Have a productive, profitable week. Happy Valentine's Day.